About me, I am also from a lower middle class family. Money was always a scarcity in our house. I come from a society where we used to buy shoes 2 sizes bigger, dresses 2 sizes bigger, because so that all my siblings can use the same thing for years together. As if these shoes and dresses are going to be there for eternity. Well, I also come from a family where the plastic bucket, when it breaks, we use all the creative tools to repair it so that we can use it for some more time. Now, having said that, there are few things which my parents have taught me, few values which my parents have put me. And these are the value of being truthful to yourself, the value of being sincere to the core, the value of hard work, what you can put, and value of respecting your elders in the society. And if I am standing here today, it's all because of those values which my parents have imbibed into me. It doesn't matter how much of bank account you have in your bank, but if you have these values, nobody can stop you from being successful in life. Coming back to my schooling days, like I told you, I'm from a lower middle class family. I went to a government school. We used to go by walk for 1.5 kilometers, come back 3 kilometers, and while coming back, we used to dirty our clothes, get the duas, the bed, and all those things, and then come back home. After coming back home also, we never used to stay back in the home. We used to go out and play till my mother used to call and come, say, okay, come and study. I think those are the days which are gone now. Right? So those were the days which I have passed through, and as a student I was sincere. I was hardworking, and I had big dreams. Things were going out very well from my class 1 to class 10th and 11th. And I was very, very happy with the society, because our society had a family where it was like a family. Every festival was celebrated, be it Holi, be it Onam, be it Diwali. We used to celebrate together. The socialization was too good. Year was 1982. I was in class 12, and I had a big dream of getting into REC, Regional Engineering College. That time we had REC, now it's the NIT. And with that as a dream, I started preparing for my examinations, and I was expecting from 94, 95, so that was a target which I had set for myself. First exam was, I had 2 exams. First was English, the second was physics. Both the exams were over. Now the time came for maths examination. And when I went into the maths examination, I did not take any tuitions, I did not have any difference books, but then I have studied and already actually revised my maths book twice or thrice, and I was very confident. When I went for my maths examination, the first question when I saw, it was out of syllabus. It did not come from the book. Now, I tried to solve that problem, so I spent some time, but I did not get to a conclusion, did not get an answer, so I switched over to the next question. Again, the next question was from out of the syllabus. It was very tough. I tried some time, and then I went to the third and to the fourth. By the time I reached to my fourth question, my mind stopped working. I went blank, and I could not solve. The next 2 hours or so was so horrifying for me, and even today, when I remember those days, I get shivers in my body. And when I came out of my class 12th examination, I was literally struggling to find that 33 marks, whether I will get or not. And this particular incident of mine has actually transformed me. It has taken my confidence to rock bottoms. And then, from there on, I went with that mindset, with that low confidence, I went for my pre-engineering. I thought all my dreams have been shattered of going to RDC and doing my engineering. And from there on, I went with that state of mind and with that confidence, I went for my pre-engineering test. We used to have the pre-engineering test, that was the first year we had. And the results were obvious. I did not get through my engineering college. So, by force, I had to join the Polytechnic. I went for my Polytechnic thinking that अब तो जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई, मैं तो engineer बन नहीं सकता. So in my second year of my Polytechnic, there was a bank advertisement, so I just filled up the bank advertisement for a clerk cum cashier post, and then I gave that, and the final year after my examination was over of the Polytechnic, I cleared the bank examination. There was an appointment letter for joining bank, and I got an appointment letter from Allahabad Bank at CAPT as a clerk cum cashier. I joined as a 19-year-old boy. I went and joined the Allahabad Bank. 2.5 months in my bank job, my results of the Polytechnic were over, and I was there in the top 20 in Madhya Pradesh that time, and I got a seat in engineering college. My dream has come true. The very first instance I got my result, my thought was, I'm going to resign my bank job. I picked up the phone and told my parents that I'm going to resign my bank job because I want to pursue my engineering in the Government Engineering College, Bilaspur. My parents were very supportive. They did not say anything. They said, just think over. But when this news spread to my relatives, to my friends, and to my well-wishers, the hell broke off. They said, you are mad, you are a fool. Getting a bank job is such very difficult, and you got a job at 19 years. You just complete your graduation and then you become an officer and then a manager. But dil hai ki manta nahi. I was hell-bent upon becoming an engineer. So I resigned the bank and then joined Government Engineering College, Bilaspur. And 3 years, I was still down with the confidence because of that incident which had happened to me in my class 12. I was an introvert, I was very shy, my communication skills were very bad. And during these engineering days, I got new fascination for aircraft. Of course, fascination for aircraft was there throughout my childhood, but then this time, I wanted to join the Indian Air Force. So during my final year of my graduation, there was a Navy team who came and did the campus for joining the Navy. I was shortlisted and they were called me for the SSB, but I did not go for the SSB because I wanted to join Indian Air Force. So in September 1988, I get a call for SSB from Indian Air Force. I was called to Dehradun. I went there, I gave the SSB, I cleared all the things, and I was sort of confident that as I'll be able to make it. And even my group, the people who were there with me, they said, "Tera to ho jayega." But I was rejected. But this time, again, second failure for me. But this time I didn't have any other option because I was so much wanted to join the Indian Air Force that I did not fill up any of the public sector units. One. Second is, I was also not confident because of my incidents in class 12 that I will be able to qualify the public sector PSU examinations. So luckily for me, in December 1988, there was another advertisement for Indian Air Force. So this time I went to Varanasi and I cleared the Indian Air Force as a commissioned officer. So 6th of March 1989, my journey starts as a boy from a very small town who is introvert, who is shy, who could not speak 2 words standing in front of the crowd, has joined the Indian Air Force as a young pilot officer, the commissioned officer. And from there, 23 years down the line till 2012, my life has been transformed. And if I am standing here talking to you people confidently, sharing my knowledge, sharing my experiences, it's all because of the Defense Air Force which has brought me here and what has made me. There are so many, it was a roller coaster ride of 23 years. There were so many ups and downs, there were so many challenges, there were so many failures, but I enjoyed each and every moment of it. And I want to share so many things with you, but because of the paucity of time, I'm going to share one particular incident which I feel that it's going to benefit all of you. I just give a background. As a technical officer, when you join in the Indian Air Force as an electrical background, it's impossible for you to go to the IT field. Because in the IT field, the policies are very strict. You have to have an IT background or you have to have a computer science degree. But then, deep inside me, I wanted to learn computers. And since the day I joined the Indian Air Force, I wanted to go to computers, but I knew that 99% there's absolutely no way I can go into computers. So 9 years down my service, somewhere around 1997, I was posted to Air Force Station, Pune. And something happened in some policies have changed, and they said there cannot be 3 officers of the same rank in the same unit. So they gave me 2 options. Option number 1, go to MiG-29 aircraft, fighter aircraft, will just be inducted into the Indian Air Force, get trained in that and stay there in Pune only, because I was very well settled there with my family and I had a housing and everything. That was, once I joined the Indian Air Force in the MiG-29 stream, the life was very smooth because aircrafts were just coming and maybe I have gone to foreign countries. The second option what they have given is go for an IT field, go to Devlali, which is a place in Nashik, and join there as a system administrator. I offered the second one. Now, when I went to that place, Devlali was the only place in the Indian Air Force which was relying an online inventory management system for MiG-21 space. And they were running a machine, a server called Antariksh, which was powered by Motorola chip 68030. They were running on AT&T Unix 3.2, Oracle 3. Most of you must have not heard about Oracle 3. And the storage they were using was magnetic tapes. And crashing of the system was very normal. And once the system crashed, it used to take almost 24 hours to revive it because the data has to be reloaded from the magnetic tapes. And coming to my knowledge on computers, I did not know the DOS command for copying a file from a computer to a floppy disk or vice versa. This was the knowledge on the computer. And understandably so, they did not allow me to touch the computer for a few months. And from there on, 3.5 years down the line, we have replaced the Antariksh machine with an IBM server. We have replaced the terminals with intelligent terminals. We upgraded the AT&T Unix with 4 Unix and Oracle 3 with Oracle 6. And thereon, I went as a staff officer to ACSIT, Assistant Chief of Air Staff, the top boss of IT in the Indian Air Force. And then, in my last few years, I was also the Chief Technical Officer for a data center and network operations center, NOC. It was basically an integrated command and control center in the Indian Air Force. What I want to drive home the point is, if you want something deep inside your heart, if there is a burning desire to get something, don't go logical. Just listen to your heart and just go ahead. Things will automatically happen. This is the power of our subconscious mind. I thought this would be relevant to all of you. 13 July 2012, my last day in the Indian Air Force after serving for 23 years. I will take you just 1 year back. This was on May 2011. I got my promotion as a group captain. And group captain promotion is the toughest promotion in the Indian Air Force. The competition there is 1:15, 1:14. Out of 14 or 15 people, only one used to get. I have cleared that. And once I cleared that, I thought I have cleared the toughest promotion and I have proved myself as an officer in the Indian Air Force. Now I should go out and try the civil world. And during my tenure in the Indian Air Force, there were so many myths, so many things which I have heard. So again, I have broken this thing, and I have gone out of my way and I took VRS and joined the corporate world. The second is very, very difficult to adjust. I did not have any problem adjusting with the civil world. In fact, I felt that in each of the 6 organizations where I work, people loved to work with me and they enjoyed working with me. Even I enjoyed with my colleagues and my superiors. I started my business I started a startup at the age of 51 and with absolutely no knowledge of what business is, what startup is about. I started this with a capital of just 30,000 rupees. And 7 years down the line, my startup is still running, up and running. So you don't need any capital, you don't need any knowledge or experience for doing a startup. All you need is to will to achieve that. And finally, after 50 years, it's time to chill and enjoy life. But I have my own goals which are still there today. I am on a mission to transform my city, Bilaspur, from Tier 3 to Tier 2 city as far as the IT infrastructure is concerned. And this was a mission which I started 4 years back. And today, as a General Manager Information Technology for the Bilaspur Smart City Limited, I am sure I'm going to achieve this in the next 5 to 6 months by June or July 2023. We already achieved 80% of it, and we are going to take Bilaspur to the next level as the IT infrastructure is concerned. I am on a mission to empower 1 lakh people by 2025, free them of, bring smiles on their faces, free them of all the stress, anxiety, depression, negative emotions, and free them of all the diseases using very natural techniques for the neuro-linguistic programming and the HUNA techniques. And all this with absolutely no medication, and from the root, remove these diseases from the root. I've already reached out to empowered almost 100 plus people, and I have reached to 25,000 to 30,000 people, and my aim is to get 1 lakh people by 2025. The third one is very important. I have conducted a human experiment on children. I have conducted 3 experiments on children, and I have seen that if these children can spare 10 to 15 minutes of their every day, do these exercises for 21 days, there will be a change in their personality. When I talk about the personality, it is a change in their behavior, their thought process, their confidence levels, all these, and their communication skills. This I have observed, and the results were very, very encouraging. It's almost 40 to 50% of the changes have been observed when we made them to do this before the prayers for 21 days. And this I am planning to take it to all the schools and make it compulsory in Bilaspur, so that I strongly believe that the children are the future of our country. And if in these adolescent stages, if we can change the personality of a child, they are going to make India a bright future. They are going to make India a superpower. I became an author at the age of 59. My book is available on the stand, B30 at 60. I could not join Regional Engineering College that time, as I told you, because of that incident. But today, I am standing here on the same campus as a TEDx speaker. The point I want to make home is, if you have something deep inside you, you want it from the bottom of your heart, it will happen. It may take time, it may take years, but if it is truly there, it will happen to you.